Hey, I'm Heyzeus, and in this video, we're going to be looking at the best and worst condition skins in CSGO. Now, about 2 years ago, I did a video looking at this exact same topic. I thought it was terrible. I didn't like the edit, I didn't like the audio, I almost didn't release it, but you guys seem to have felt a little bit differently about it because it ended up getting 630,000 views. Holy sh! But one thing that really struck me when I was making that video was that most of the skins featured in it were really old, like from 2016 or earlier, and given how much has happened in CSGO over the past 2 years, I decided to see how accurate it still was. So I booted up Float.db and decided to see if anything had changed. Now, this video is sponsored by Skinport, the easy to use skins marketplace where you can sell your skins for real cash, and you can also buy skins there as well. Cheap. Seriously, up to 30% less than what they cost on the Steam market, and there's no hidden fees either. You only pay what you see, nothing else. And with over 120k skins listed on the site, they've probably got what you want too. I use the site whenever I need to move funds over to Steam for unboxings. It's super easy to use and I save heaps in the process too. Awesome marketplace, check it out, link is in the description. Anyway, let's start at the bottom. The worst condition skin in CSGO back when I made the original video was this AK Elite build with a 9999988 float value. These days though, things are a bit different because there isn't a single skin with the lowest float value anymore. No, now there's 6 of them instead. 6 skins with the exact same float value as this AK Elite build. The new skins added to the High Scorers achievement board include this Bison Photic Zone, this XM1014 Scumbria, this SSG Mainframe, and this UMP 45 Briefing, all with the exact same float value with 6 9s and 2 8s. Now, it's obviously a bit weird that we've got 6 skins here with the exact same wear value. In fact, you're probably thinking that this can't be a coincidence, and it's not. This value here is actually the lowest wear value it's possible for any skin in the game to have, which is why we've got a bunch of skins clumping around it. There aren't that many battle scarred float values possible, so you tend to get a lot of duplicates, and that's pretty much what's happened here. But the fact that there's been 4 new skins with this exact float value unboxed is a real testament to just how many cases China's been opening. This Bison Photic Zone, for example, only had a 1 in 24 million chance of having this float, or some other insane number like that, and since a lot of skins can't even have wear values that high anyway, the community would have had to unbox hundreds and hundreds of millions of cases to get these skins. Oh well, at least that means I'm not the only person with a problem. Now, there were also a couple of other interesting new skins that have popped up over the last 2 years as well. One of them is this USPS Kill Confirmed, the worst condition covert skin in the world. This skin's also got 6 9s in its float too, so whoever unboxed it got insanely lucky to get a skin this bad. Or insanely unlucky, I guess. It depends on how you look at it. And then there's CSGO's worst condition knife, this Falchion knife rust coat, and this one isn't much of a surprise. The rust coat is a lot easier to get in bad conditions than other knives, and is currently owned by some random Chinese guy who doesn't even appear to be a collector. So I'm guessing he's the original unboxer and doesn't realize how valuable it actually is, so the knife is kind of just stuck there. Other traders can't come in and shark him for it, the poor things, although I will say, there is one guy who really dominates when it comes to owning these higher wear skins, and that guy is McLaren. He's done an insane job buying up all this stuff over the last few years, and I'm not sure what the end game is exactly, but it's borderline a monopoly at this point, and if the Chinese really get interested in these things, he's going to be making a lot of money. But anyway, let's leave this pile of junk behind and head to the other end of the spectrum, CSGO's best condition skin. Now, for years, CSGO's #1 best condition skin was this M249 Gator Mesh, a skin with 9 zeros in its float value. Now, this skin had something like a 1 in 1.6 billion chance of being dropped with a wear this low, so it's no surprise there's only one of it. But unfortunately, it was also lost in the inventory of an old school trader called Soxy, and most people figured it was going to be lost there forever. Now, 2 years after I made my original video, this is still the best skin in CSGO, that hasn't changed, but what has changed is that it has a new owner, a trader called Dennis Davis, who somehow managed to convince Soxy to part with this thing. Now, Dennis told me that he promised to keep the details of the sale private, so we don't know exactly how he managed to convince Soxy to sell it, but he did mention that he's been offered up to $2,000 for it, and I don't know if he actually plans on selling it, but if you are interested, he has set the buyout at $99,999.99 on float.db, so if you have 100 grand, this thing could be yours. Now, even though this M249 might still be the best condition skin in the game, there are some new skins that are definitely nipping at its heels. One of them is this thing, a Tec-9 ice cap with an 8-0 float, the third best condition skin in the world. This one was probably unboxed around the start of 2020 and is currently owned by a guy called Saw, who has a very literal profile picture. But even closer is this Nova Candy Apple, which is only 0.000000003 away from the Gator mesh, making it the second best condition skin in existence. This one is owned by a well-known collector called Caustic Q. It's not entirely clear when it was originally dropped, but the first record of it is from early last year. Now, having said all of this, there might still be one skin with a lower wear value than everything else we've seen so far. If you look on float.db, you'll notice that the best condition skin in the world is actually a vanilla Karambit with a perfect 0 float. Now, you've probably heard of this skin before. This is the famous glitch Karambit owned by the secretive collector HFB, except that's not the case anymore. It actually has a new owner now, a Chinese guy called Chek. Now, when I spoke to this guy a couple of months back, he wouldn't tell me how he got this skin, but he did say he really liked my videos, so thanks, it does actually mean something to me when people say that. But one way or another, he's managed to extract this legendary skin. I think this guy is an OG, and I know HFB has become a bit more active recently, so maybe that has something to do with it, but regardless of how he actually got it, I don't think this skin's float really counts. Even though skins can have a float value of 0, this one was not obtained naturally. It was given to it by Steam support, and you can't even view its condition in game, so I don't really consider it number 1, I don't think it counts. I think the M249 is number 1, but at the rate new skins are being created these days, it might only be a matter of time before something else comes along and beats it. Now, something you might have noticed during this video is that most of the best condition skins in the game are kind of crap. I mean, the top 3 are an M249, a Nova, and a Tec-9. It's like a showcase of CSGO's worst guns. And the truth is, a lot of the really nice skins in the game are nowhere close to beating these 3. The best condition knife in CSGO, for example, is this classic knife Fade. It is a really nice skin, it's owned by a collector from Hong Kong, but its wear value is still 50 times higher than the M249, and this one is actually doing pretty well. The best condition Dragon Lore in the world, the famous 1337 Craft, has a wear value 15,000 times higher than the M249, and the best condition Gungni in the world, crafted by Sparkles late last year, its wear value is more like 200,000 times as high. Now, this is just a probability thing. There's 125 mil-spec skins dropped for every covert skin dropped, so that means the odds of a mil-spec skin with a really low wear value is about 125 times higher, and that's why the best skins in the game tend to be kind of crap. It makes a lot of sense. Although, there is one thing that doesn't make sense, and that is the fact that skins like this still have scratches on them. This is the best condition skin in CSGO, and it's still missing a heap of paint. I can explain a lot of things, but I can't explain that one. And with that, I think it's time I ended the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, massively appreciated. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.